Okay. What's up? I don't know what happened. I don't think I pissed anybody off. Because if I did, they didn't send me a message or comment or make a video towards me. So it was probably a troll. But somebody vote-botted my videos, which is, it's not that big of a deal, but it kind of irritates me. So if you have the time, please go back and like re-rate my videos. It's not as if my newest one had a low rating, and that's why I'm saying that, because actually my newest one has a high rating. But when all of your videos go from being 5 and 4.5 stars to being 4 and 3.5 stars, like over 2 days, that's not normal at all. And you know, if I pissed somebody off and they sent their subscribers after me, I'd assume that I would have known because they would have sent me a video or something, and that didn't happen. So it was probably a troll, which, you know, whatever. It can be remedied. It's just irritating. Because if people disagree with me, I want them to rate the video low. But if they're just doing it to irritate me, or just doing it because whatever, that's not legitimate. You know, that's the way it is. Who you know, either they hired a vote, you know, they have one of those vote bot people do it, or they like sat there and had, you know, and refreshed the video and voted it and refreshed the video and voted it and refreshed the video. What a waste of fucking time. But yeah, I'd like to clear up something that somebody said in a video in response to my newest video. Like one of the points they said is that they, now please don't misunderstand me. I didn't mean to imply that war is the only solution to problems. That is not what I meant to say. And I'm not saying that war should be the first recourse to correct a problem, ever. But I think in certain situations it becomes not only legitimate, but the only way to get what you particularly want. You know, that's just the way it is. Unless your goal is to avoid violence, you know, in any way, shape, or form, then I guess war would not be legitimate ever. But that's not necessarily my goal, because I put some things on a higher value than peace and security. You know, some things are worth more, because when your peace and security comes at the expense of your rights, that's not okay, or whatever the situation may be. But it should not be the first recourse. You know, when it becomes the first recourse, we get some bullshit like Iraq. Even if Saddam had actually had weapons of mass destruction, it should not have been our first recourse, or really a recourse at all, since he was no real threat. But either way, it shouldn't work like that. But sometimes it becomes necessary. So, I mean, you can disagree with me. That's fine. I just want you to understand what I'm saying. And every once in a while I get a comment that I just don't like. I'm totally, it's like a brick wall of fucking stupid hits me, and I just don't know how to deal with it. I mean, how to deal with it. I mean, I get a lot of stupid comments. Most of them done on purpose or an attempt to piss me off, which they don't piss me off. I just block you anyway because I don't feel like seeing them. But, alright. This is on my newest video, and this kid said this. His name is Halo 3 Level 50, apparently. You're just, the wrong you're. You're just an idiot. I don't smoke or drink, and I'm age 15. I just find it insulting because some stupid teenagers think it's cool to smoke. Why should the rest of us put up with the fact most people think we're trouble? We're trouble. Yeah, we're trouble. Because there's no apostrophe. I hope you have the guts to reply to this message and not block me. I'm not going to block you, but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That is a stupid fucking comment. I mean, what are you talking about? Are you I mean, obviously, the only thing he can be replying to is my comment that the only people who would smoke intentionally to make people think they're cool would be a fucking teenager because they don't know any better. And that's a legitimate comment. Now, am I saying all 15-year-olds smoke intentionally to look stupid? No. Am I saying all 15-year-olds are stupid? No. You are, Halo 3 level 50. Obviously, I'm not talking about you because you said you don't smoke or drink. I didn't mention drinking, but you don't smoke. So obviously you don't smoke on camera to look cool because you'd have to smoke first. I wasn't talking about you. No adult smokes to look cool. It's too fucking expensive. Alright? Smoking is an addiction. I've already explained this shit before. If you're a non-smoker, then you don't understand. Alright? You have to smoke. Sometimes it just happens to be when I'm making a video. Sometimes I smoke on video to give me something to do with my hands. I thought I've explained this before. Obviously, I need to make a smoking video. Just talking about smoking because people just don't fucking get it. An adult who is addicted to cigarettes, which are getting way more expensive, does not go stand someplace and light up a cigarette with the sole intention of looking cool. Only a 15-year-old would think to do that, and only a 15-year-old would think that anyone thought they were cool for smoking. If you didn't think I was cool before, you're not going to think I'm cool because I'm smoking. And if someone did, that's not my fault that they're stupid. You know, but your comment is fucking retarded. That's why people don't respect teenagers sometimes. Because you didn't even sit to think what I was really talking about. You just have all this teenage angst that you just lashed out. Like, I mentioned 15-year-olds, so I must have meant you, even though you don't fall into the category because you don't even smoke. Think about that, alright? I'm not going to block you. I responded with, I have no idea what the fuck you're even talking about. So please, explain what, I mean, I'm trying to help you here. You sound like a fucking moron when you make comments like that. Please, do yourself a favor, don't do it. You know, you have to sit and think, and sometimes you have to reread or rewatch whatever it is you're doing. When I find something, when I see something that pisses me off, I always reread it or rewatch it again to make sure that I understood what was being said, so I don't come out and say something stupid. Hopefully, I try to do that. Reread, rewatch. I always watch my videos several times just to make sure I remember what the fuck I said, so I don't, you know, contradict myself when I respond to someone. But if I said something that pissed you off, you heard 15-year-old and you freaked out, watch it again. Think about what I said, because you're the only one that got pissed off. Maybe you should consider that. And the majority of my audience are fucking, you know, young people. And most of them didn't get pissed off. Think about it. Think about it. Let's see, we can look right here. Let's see. 13 through 70 is like 23% of my viewership. Alright? So 23% of the 700 or so people that watched that video were the same age as you, essentially. And none of them got angry. Think about that. 18 through 24 is like 25%. 13 through 34 is like 20%, and then it goes steadily down. There's no one over 65. That's just stupid people that put their age as like 105, mostly trolls. But yeah. So think more. Alright. Alright, I'll see.